I am Ryan, and I'm back on the stage, and this game needs no introduction. I bet you everybody watching online is definitely glued to their computers, waiting to see what you guys brought. Of course, Modern Warfare 2, you guys got to tell me what it is that you have brought, because I hear it's more than you've shown so far. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, we're here to show off Modern Warfare 2. You may have seen some of it at the Microsoft press conference, but today we're going to be playing through it and showing some of the bits that you missed during the conference. So, fantastic. In interest of time, it's no longer a problem here.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and get right to it so we can spend every minute looking at this game and throwing questions from the audience at you guys. So, I will say, as we start, I freaked out. I knew this game was going to be looking good, but at the Microsoft press conference when this thing threw on, especially in the room they had with the crazy bass, it was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, here a lot of people will notice it says follow McTavish is your objective. So this is Cpt.Mctavish. He's captain of the Task Force 141. And if you remember from Modern Warfare 1, you played as Soap. He was the FNG to the British SAS, but now he is your captain at Task Force 141.
The ice is good. Follow me. Good luck, mate. See you on the far side. Hold on! Don't let go!
Hold him. I just watched Cliffhanger the other night, so I was just like, bad. I think the folks that are watching at home, I think they always have a good indication of how awesome a game is by the amount of silence there is while we're watching it.
That blue dot is me. Any unrecognized contacts will show up as white dots.
So far, the control scheme pretty much the same as we remember from the first game?
Yeah, control scheme is the same. I mean,
these muppets have no idea we're here. Let's take this nice.
Yeah, Call of Duty fans are going to be very at home with Modern Warfare 2.
1, 2, 3. Nicely done.
There was one thing when we were watching at the press conference that I wasn't sure I saw, but I wasn't not sure I didn't see it. When dude was shooting at guys on the hill, like one of their legs. Come on, no, there's no dismemberment or anything, right?
No.
All right. That's just me imagining that. That dude's leg came off.
But you were not the first person to think that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. As long as I'm not going crazy.
Same plan. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice work.
From Sam L. out of New York. He wants to know what's the most advanced gun in the game. And by advanced, that can only mean your favorite, I guess.
Most advanced weapon in the game. I mean, there's a lot of new weapons, but I mean,
You want to talk about some of the new weapons? Can you name some of them?
yeah. I mean, A lot of the cool stuff is like new weapons plus new attachments. So like you see here how he has the heartbeat sensor. That's probably a pretty most advanced weapon in the game because it's like a mini UAV on your weapon, on your view model, which is cool because it doesn't act as UAV. So you can use it indoor, you can use it out. You know, it can be blocked, but it's a heartbeat sensor, so it picks up enemies' locations around you.
All kinds of alien style.
Yeah.
Good kill.
We're gonna have a lot of different weapons in the game, from like the heartbeat sensor here to new attachments like a thermal sight. Like you'll hear Soap when he climbs up on the ridge, he says, "I'm gonna give you overlook with my thermal sights." So he's calling out enemies as he sees them, and later in the game you'll also be able to have one.
Not bad. Alright, I've tapped into their comms. Head southeast and play your C4 at the fueling station. We may need to go to plan B if things go south. There's a truck coming. Stay out of sight.
Like, all right, like I thought, like the email is breaking because there's so many coming in. Let me throw some more. Mike Chacon out of Burlington wants to know, prestige mode, are you guys handling it the same way online? Can you talk about that at all?
Well, we're not going into detail on multiplayer just yet. I mean, those nuggets we're hanging on for a little later, but I mean, we're definitely building up from all the things people loved from Call of Duty 4, building up on that, adding new stuff, tweaking stuff. So some stuff's coming back, being tweaked based on fan feedback, and then a lot of new stuff.
This is actually a good question. I don't know if you can answer it or not, but Matthew Carlo out of Dunedin wants to know, will there be co-op campaign? If so, online split screen? Can you talk about that at all?
We do have co-op in our special ops mode, and special ops is separate from the single player campaign. So we left the story intact because we're crafting a very specific experience with Modern Warfare 2. We put a lot of work into our story, and sometimes when you cram co-op into that, it just breaks it. It doesn't work, it ruins the experience and the pacing that you've set up for the game. So what we're doing this time around is we have special ops mode, so we can take the moments from single player that work really well with co-op, we can bring them out, we can put them in special ops. Not worry about breaking story or pacing, just make it fun and exciting for co-op. And then also craft specific missions just for that co-op section. And you can do that in split screen, it's 2 people.
Sounds like the satellite is in the far hangar.
Well, we're not talking about multiplayer yet, but
Or online, rather?
it's definitely local.
So, going back to the heartbeat monitor, this is a good question from Chris Downs of Plano, Texas. He wants to know, can you pick the different attachments in the single player campaign then?
Not in the single player, but when you start a mission, just like always, you start out with your default loadout. But we've brought the attachment system from multiplayer into single player. So what you can do is, like, you can go around and scout the battlefield for an enemy that has your perfect combination. Because before, they all had default weapons, but now, like, you can pick. It's all randomized. You can pick up an AK with a red dot, or an EOTech, or a suppressor, or go around and scout out these different camos, different things. Find the one that fits with your play style.
Let's go. Go upstairs and